Today we're going to go through a really quick tutorial about how to create your own custom pre-ink stamp using the MJ's Art Stamp custom stamp generator. The first thing we're going to do is look up top on this generator, and you can see that we have a list of possible artwork that we can include in our stamp design. On the far right we have a little math wizard. As you go a little left we have a little owl standing on some books here. And I'm going to go all the way to the beginning and grab this little ant to start my design. So I'm just going to click on him and drag, and I'm going to release him on my design area. Now as soon as I put him on my design area, you can see that there's a shaded area that denotes where we've laid out artwork, and on the right there's a status that says what size mount we would use to create this art and approximately how much your stamp would cost. So I'm going to make my stamp a little bigger, and you can see that the status here on the right changes, saying we would need a 2.5 inch by 7/8 mount to create this image, and it would cost about $11.95. I'm going to keep making it bigger until you can see it turns red, which says your stamp will not fit any current mounts that we currently have. So I'm going to shrink it down. For today's design, I'm going to use an ant that's about 1 inch tall. So, and I'm going to base my entire design off of that. Let's go about there, and I'm going to put him there, let's say. Okay, let's go ahead and I'm going to add some text next by clicking on the letter A and just adding it to my design area here. First thing I think of when I think of ants is hard workers, so I'm going to put good work. Next I'm going to move that around. I'm going to put it right about here. Now currently we're using Arial. We can go through and change that. I think that's a little more kid-friendly here. This is a kid stamp, making a little fun cartoon stamp. I'm going to make it bold. You can make it italics. You can use underline. You can change the justification here if you have multiple lines of text. I'm going to go ahead and take away the underline just because I don't like it in this design. And I'm going to make my font a little bit bigger. On second thought, I'm going to make it a little bit smaller. There we go. Perfect. That looks good. Now the next thing I'm going to do is add a picture. So, or my own drawing, I guess you could say. So here's this paintbrush on the tool window here. I'm going to click it next to the stick because he's holding the stick and I don't know what it's for, but I'm going to turn it into a flag by drawing my own picture. So now that I have this paintbrush selected, I'm going to click on the design area and start drawing. You can let go if you want and start drawing again over here. And as soon as you have a design that you like, you just click off the design area, or you can hit the escape key. So now I'm going to select my drawing that I did, and I'm going to change the pen width that was used there and make it a little skinnier so it matches the rest of the drawing. That's perfect. Look at that. You can also change the rotation of it, so if you want to move your drawing around or change the size, the scale of it, but I liked it right where it was at. I think that we drew it just about perfect there. I'm going to add some text inside that flag. This ant's pretty proud of himself. It's going to say he's number 1. So there I've added the text that says number 1. I'll go back to that Arial text we were using earlier, and I'm going to shrink it down really small so it'll fit inside that flag, and I'm going to drag it over to the flag, maybe a little smaller, and I'm going to rotate it so it kind of goes with the wave of the flag. And there you go. There you have your own. I'm going to make it a little smaller. There you have your own custom design stamp here. So if you had this image in your head and you wanted to have your own custom stamp to use at your place of business, then this would be the place to design. I'm going to go ahead and add one more picture here just to show you that we can. I'm going to add this little worker bee here. And when you put this on here, you can also rotate your pictures around. Click on it and change the size. Maybe it's flying, so it's rotated this way. So you can add. You can do whatever you want. It's very flexible to your needs. I'm going to get rid of this bee. So now I like the teddy bear better, so I'm going to get rid of my bee. You can do that either by, you can get rid of anything by clicking it and dragging it off the design area and letting go. Or you can click on an object like my teddy bear here, and you can click the little trash button, Or you can click this and click the trash button to get rid of the text. Let's get rid of the teddy bear because I don't like him either. I like the design we just had a minute ago. You can see here that your stamp's going to end up actually having about 2 inches worth of actual designed stamp and about 1 inch height, which is going to require us to use a 2 7/8 inch mount and a 1 by 1 1/16, and that cost is going to be about this price here. So I'm going to get, and you can use that to try and get the most of your available stage. Okay, so that's going to be it. All you need to do next is click done, and you'll proceed forward to checkout. So I hope you learned how to create your own custom stamp in this tutorial. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to visit the Contact Us page on the website.